extraterrestrial sphere buried by the Smithsonian Institute, buried that is hidden. This is supposed certain allegations. It was a heavy metal ball, and it was a shiny blue ball engraved with unusual images and scriptures. The lab found that it was not from this planet. The lab meaning scientific examination of it. According to an interesting article in the Chicago Tribune newspaper dated July 22nd, 1872, Dr. Sayers described a surprising discovery in Clayton County, Georgia. On his way home at 7:45 p.m., his horse caught something in the air stretching its ears. The horse heard something. Then he noticed something glowing in the sky like lightning. A noise was heard as it tore through the air. An object fell to the ground, leaving a smoking hole. Dr. Sayers went to his house, took a shovel, and we have to keep in mind this guy is a well-educated person. He was a doctor. Dr. Sayers went to his house, took a shovel, and returned to the spot. And after digging about 2 meters down, that's 6 feet down, he found what he was looking for. It was still hot. He lifted it with the shovel and found that it was heavy enough for its volume, and when he returned home, it had cooled off. He removed the dirt from above to find that it was a perfect, smooth, metallic blend, shining. It was a sphere, a shining sphere, unbearable and tough as copper, with a polished surface with pictures and letters on it. On its surface there was a deeply engraved circle and a 4-pointed star, an ancient bird reminiscent of an ancient wing, and had some smaller ones that resembled modern shorthand. He took some shavings and gave them to a chemist, H. Randolph Stevens, for analysis. Quote, "I've done a spectroscopic analysis of the samples you sent me. The metal is fusible only on the electric arc. This is a new element. When examined by spectroscopy, it gives 3 thin yellow lines to the left of the sodium D line, a broad green to the right of barium line, and innumerable purple." This was the scientific answer given by the analysis made by H. Randolph Stevens. Dr. Sayers assumed that the origin of the object was from Mars or Venus. The journalist who wrote the article believed that this discovery would be of great importance to science, but he was optimistic. Shortly afterwards, the mysterious metal sphere was handed over by Dr. Sayers to the Smithsonian Institute. Since then, nothing has been known about it or the traces of this, and they have become completely lost. Founded in 1847, the Smithsonian Institute is known for its activity. There are those who say that the Smithsonian sometimes buries things that it finds to be unorthodox. In other words, things that it cannot explain the existence of. The Institute faces many charges concerning this, one of which is a giant skeleton of an ancestral giant of North America. So Dr. Sayers' sphere became yet another part of the collection of these missing things in the hands of the Institute. This I've translated to you from a Greek article, Diadrastika, and I'll leave a link below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, Most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.